How's it going, guys? Not one of my better days, that's for sure. Man, I tell you what, my stomach's killing me. I closed my window here because the AC is working. This is working. I don't need this anymore. Now I closed it so I'll be able to sleep. Guys, I went to the doctor today at Novant, and she's wanting me to do hip x-rays and all that. But I just didn't feel good, and I really don't. I've got an endoscopy coming up for him to check my stomach out. And, guys, I don't feel well today, and I don't know why. I'm drinking me an energy drink. I have no idea. I usually don't feel this bad, and I don't. And now I want to talk about Angelina Jordan. I want to talk about the fact that what people don't understand is this. It was when I was talking about the warning, the three sisters. Guys, you got to understand, I go back really to the 50s when it comes to music. I have gotten into the 40s and 30s and, you know, in the classical area and stuff like that. To me, music is music is music. I've always said this, if you're going to be an artist, period, and I'm talking about a performing artist, like in singing or performing a guitar, violin, whatever. What you're trying to do is to build a fan base. You're trying to get people to fall in love with you and to listen to your music and to go to your concerts and to buy your albums. When I was talking about Angelina Jordan, she's 20. Why isn't she already out there doing big concerts with large audiences? Why doesn't she have 4 or 5 or 6 albums? You see, everybody's going, you don't know nothing about her. You haven't looked at her biographies. You haven't done this. You haven't done that. I never know what an artist's goals are. Angelina Jordan may be very happy with what she's doing now, doing covers, writing some songs, putting out some albums. Maybe she's going to wait till she's 30 or 40 to really become so famous that she's known throughout the world and that thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people come to hear her sing at her concert. But then Nora Reynolds, I don't know, or Nora Jones, I mean, you know, and I'm trying to get through this. My stomach's in really bad shape, and it really is in extremely bad shape today, and it hurts bad, and it does, you know. But it is, like I said, guys, when I said Angelina Jordan's voice is average, it is to me. It's average voice, and there's a lot of average singers. Okay, I have listened to all types of singers. Now, I can tell you that I'm a very good tenor. I am. And I've had girls tell me, good Lord, you've got a beautiful voice. But understand this, Angelina Jordan, which I think you already know. There's always singers out there that are going to be better than you and sing better than you and perform better than you. Just like for me, I had to eat crow when I was at a church, a very prominent, very rich church here in Charlotte, North Carolina, when a guy from the Metropolitan Opera was in our choir and he sang a solo, and I went, damn, damn, damn. I wish I could do that. I wish I could sing that. You see, like I said to all Angelina Jordan's fans, you don't understand the fact that there's always somebody out there better than you are. Always. but it should never stop your progress of where you're going in your career. Now, for me, like I said, my health every day has been going downhill, and it has. And it's kind of like I told my doctor, I can't do my nicotine, I can't do my caffeine anymore. I'm trying to get this down, and my stomach's going no. And I'm saying, I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. Now, guys, you got to understand about performance. I have studied artists ever since I was 3 years old. Motown, Marvin Gaye, and the Drifters, and who else? Earth, Wind, and Fire. I was studying a lot of bands and groups and what they do, how they each write songs, kind of like the Beatles with the songs that they wrote. You know, but the whole thing that I'm saying with Angelina Jordan, the reason I'm bringing her up so much because she's so popular on YouTube, and I have heard nobody critique her. And I'm asking you why. Are you afraid that if you critique Angelina Jordan, that you'll be hated on YouTube, that you won't get the views you should get? My critique of her is that she needs to open up, learn to use her diaphragm more, and project her voice when she sings. The I don't know. I mean, like I said, to me, really, if you want to label her, she's nothing more than a jazz singer. That's all she does. And she's done some covers, you know. But it is, like I said, every artist has their own dreams of what they want to pursue. And she's just one of them. So I hope my health gets better. I really do. And maybe, hopefully, a doctor might be able to help me. Now, I need to try to figure out which is better. A mattress topper, like, just a topper with cushions on it, or memory foam. I have to figure that out. Subscribe to this old man, and yes, I know a lot about performance. And I'm happy that the warning that I gave them a hard time, boy, did I. Let me show you something about the warning. Can I do this? Yeah. Well, wait a minute. I don't want to be in my studio. I want to be. How do? Oh man, my stomach's in bad shape. Let me do this. Let me find this right here for a minute, and I don't even know what I was going to do. My mind drifts because my ADHD, it drifts. They're going to do a memory thing. What they got to understand is my memory is okay. The problem is, the problem is trying to remember something like that. I have to give it some thought, you know. Eva Jumonte. It's EvaJumatate. When you listen to her and compare her to Angelina Jordan, you'll see a difference of the way that this young girl projects her voice. Okay. Um, and I'm going to go ahead and end this because I'm not doing well physically at all. My stomach's really hurting me bad right now. Subscribe to me. Hopefully, I can get better. I'm getting ready to lay down and take me a nap in just a little bit. And hopefully, now with this window closed, I can sleep better. Subscribe to this old man, and music is me, and I am music. And I understand it well because while you were listening to a particular music, I'm listening to all of it. And Angelina Jordan, I don't know what your goals are. I really don't. You got one man that's so passionately in love with you, and he is. And I hope he's supporting you. I hope he buys your albums. I hope he's sending you money, you know. But it is kind of like I said, when I see an artist, I'm comparing you to Taylor Swift. I'm comparing you to Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo, um, and some of these other artists that are out there. You know, if you're going to be good at what you're doing, you've got to get out there and push yourself. You know, get you an audience, build you a fan base, and sell. That's all I talk about. And man, my stomach's killing me, guys. My health's going downhill but fast. Peace.